Have you recently received an IRS Notice CP2000, but you aren't sure what to do? First, let's define what a CP2000 notice is. The CP2000 notice is sent from the IRS stating that the information on your tax return does not match the information that the IRS has on file for you. Usually, this means the IRS believes that you owe more tax than what is reflected on the tax return that you filed. These CP2000 notices are usually handled by the underreporting unit of the IRS. The notice does not mean that you're in collections, and the notice is not a notification that you are under an audit. The notice will have a proposed balance due. There's some important things to note about these notices. These notices are only a proposal and not a formal determination or an audit. The amount due to the IRS in the notice is only due if you agree with the changes in full. Many of these notices are wrong, and they vastly overstate the amount due to the IRS, if any. Typical reasons for these notices are failure to report a W-2, failure to report your stock sales, failure to report stock options, and a failure to report self-employment income when a 1099 was issued. You have 30 days to respond to a CP2000 notice. If you respond timely, the IRS must fully consider your response before making a determination. If you do not respond, the IRS will issue a statutory notice of deficiency. If you do not respond timely, you can still send in a late response and have the liability lowered or eliminated. If, after properly researching the notice, you still actually do owe the IRS a remaining balance, the IRS will most likely add on penalties and interest. The penalty and interest could be significant. The penalty and interest could be abated if there is a reasonable cause for why the income was not reported on the tax return and timely paid. Every year, the IRS sends out millions of CP2000 notices. Many of these notices are wrong, and so many taxpayers blindly pay the notice because they're scared of the IRS, or they simply just don't have the capacity to handle the hassle of responding. You should never pay the IRS a penny more than you legally owe. Every year, Pink Harbor CPA saves clients hundreds of thousands of dollars each year by properly responding to incorrect IRS CP2000 notices. Again, never pay the IRS a penny more than you owe. Pink Harbor CPA is confident in our capabilities to represent you before the IRS and make sure that the CP2000 notice is properly resolved, and that if there is any liability owed, it is the minimum liability possible by law. If you receive an IRS CP2000 notice, immediately call Pink Harbor CPA at 856-226-9524. We are in your corner, and we will represent you and get you the best outcome possible.